Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Kersti Pitre. Welcome to Aveda's channel. Today I am doing a red bob featuring Aveda and I can't wait to share all the tea. So guys, I'm starting on a fresh base. If you guys haven't watched it, I did do a cleansing video. You have to make sure your hair is nice and clean before you start braiding because you don't want to go on with a dirty base. Once your hair is clean, air dried, and ready to go, you can either blow dry your hair prior to braiding or leave it in its natural state depending on the braid style that you're doing. For me, I left it in its natural state. I am doing box braids, but I'm going to be cutting it into a bob, so I really didn't need it to be blown out. First step is to make a line in the back of your head. This is going to start off your parting process. And you guessed it, I'm doing triangle box braids. I'm going to be taking some of the Brilliant Universal Styling Cream from Aveda to moisturize my ends. I'm going to take the Aveda Control Paste. It is a creamy control paste, almost like a wax if you want to really get technical. It's amazing. You apply that all over your triangle. Then you're going to take the Brilliant Retexturing Gel from Aveda and you're just going to layer that right on top. So I found that this combination of using the styling cream, then the control paste, and then last using the gel, I found that it left my hair really smooth, really soft. It didn't make it all like revert back to normal. The control paste, you guys, it's like a good 10, solid 10 hold. Your hair is gonna stay wherever you put it. I probably, if I had my shorter hair where it was like a super TWA, I think I would have probably tried to do a few more styles with this. So yeah, I just had to let you guys know that. Also, if you guys love scented hair products, you're going to love these products from Aveda because they do have their own scents. They are totally different from anything you've ever smelled. At least that's what I think. The control paste has more of a clove, ylang ylang, and sage type of smell. The Brilliant Styling Cream, that has more of a jasmine scent. Aveda kind of came up with their own like pure fume. That's super catchy. They came up with their own aroma that's certified and it's all organic essences, so it's gonna, you know, leave your hair smelling great but without all of that icky stuff. So I'm just gonna continue on doing my hair. I'm making these triangles. It wasn't easy, but you guys, it was worth it. You just have to have your mirror, have a very good holding type of gel, a type of wax, something that's going to hold all of these parts and all your hair in place. What you saw me do here, I just took some of that control paste and I put it right on top of my part. And the reason is because I needed my part to be really sleek and neat. Now, once you do that, you just rub the product right into the part after you adjust what you need. And then I follow in with the third step, and that was to use the retexturing gel. It does have a more looser, wet texture and feeling, and I just went back in with a little bit more of the control paste just to get the front of my hair because you know I'm going to lay my baby hairs and I just need to make sure everything is set. And then you take your rubber band and you're going to seal it all in, and look at how cute those little curls are. They're like such perfect ringlets. I love it. Okay guys, so here I'm going to talk to you guys about these triangle parts. These were a little bit difficult, but as you could see, I did have my handheld mirror. I had my big mirror that's in my bathroom. The thing about triangle braids is that you want to do the parting from ear to ear. So what I mean is right here, from your temple all the way down to the other side. You're going to make small triangles or big triangles, whatever you choose. You're going to make triangle shapes within those rows. Now, as you make those triangle shapes, you're going to eventually end up with pretty octagon shapes, like as you can see in my head. You're going to end up with a beautiful pattern that is simply irresistible. Now, I did take that control paste and I placed it on my hair earlier, but I'm just showing you guys right here, like that hair didn't move anywhere. I'm using Rastaffari braid in the color BG. I used 5 packs, cut it in half, and I wanted more of a chunky style box braid, so that's why I used 5 and cut each pack in half. I'm just showing you guys my finger placement here on how I hold my hair when I'm doing my box braids. I only use the first 3 fingers of my right hand, and once I got my fingers placed where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and position my hands and then I'm going to go ahead and start that box braid. Now, you guys, I pretty much follow the same routine. When I'm doing my box braids, I always keep an edge control or a stronghold gel handy for my ends where we're getting to right here. And the control paste definitely held up and it did exactly what I needed it to do. I placed it right here on the ends of my hair so it will blend right in with that braiding hair. It definitely reminds me of like a creamy wax. It's so like crazy. Like, how did they think of this? Anyways, I loved it. It held up to my regular braiding process, and because of that, now I have shiny, smooth hair underneath my box braids. Now, you guys, I'm just gonna do this on the rest of my head. Are you guys feeling this color? Like, I'm feeling this burgundy. It's really beautiful. Can you see the shine in my hair? It's amazing. I am super impressed. So after you braid down your hair, all you're going to do, guys, is get your rubber band and you're going to secure this and then move on to the next braid. It roughly took me about, like I said, about 5 hours to do this entire style. It took 2 hours to do the triangle parting and about three, maybe 3.5 hours to actually braid all of my hair. This is the almost final look. I'm just gonna cut each braid to the length that I wanted it. Using a rubber band, I'm placing the rubber band in the area that I want, like to the length that I want. Then I'm gonna cut directly under the rubber band. I did not burn the ends. I did not use a flat iron. I didn't dip it. All I did was cut it and then my hair shaped in this beautiful bob shape that I have been wanting to try forever. Once you cut your pieces, you could just kind of use each piece as a guide as you continue to cut all your braids. If you guys happen to notice any pieces that are sticking out after you've cut it, just go right back in there with your scissors and you're going to snip those little pieces off. I just wanted to throw in there, guys, that I am super impressed with this Aveda collection. If you are a fine-haired chica, then you're gonna love the control paste because it's not gonna weigh your curls down. It's going to add a little bit of moisture, and this product, you guys, a little bit does go a long way. It's not sticky and it's not going to build up like other products. So just wanted to throw that in there real quick. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay channeling the beauty that's within inside of you.